My name is Andrew Wilson. I'm here from the Pennant Hills District Civic Trust. The Pennant Hills Trust is interviewing all of the Hornsby candidates for mayor, and right now we're interviewing Janelle, who's the candidate for a Ward B councillor. The Pennant Hills Civic Trust is not in any way politically affiliated or aligned. We aim to give all of the candidates a fair go to allow voters to make an informed choice. We are unashamedly local. That is, we live in Pennant Hills, West Pennant Hills and Thornlea. We know that this is the best place in Australia to live, and we want to keep it that way and make it even better. It is in that context that I introduce Janelle McIntosh, a B Ward candidate. Janelle. The Pennant Hills Master Plan is something that we in Pennant Hills would like to see happen. We understand that some form of development here is probably inevitable. We have a fantastic location, a fantastic train station, other transport links, and development will happen, but we'd like that to happen in a planned, staged, thought-out way which involved consultation with the local community and maintained the viability of our local businesses. That is what we describe as our amenity. We'd like to have some form of development but maintain, maybe even improve our amenity. What's your view on the Pennant Hills Master Plan?
My view is that we definitely need one. It's the way to deliver orderly progress that's undertaken with the views of the local community and the local business community at front of mind. I think we've got a fantastic example in the Hornsby Town Centre Master Plan, where council undertook a consultation, research and study process ahead of something being imposed by the state government. And I would like to see the same thing occur for Pennant Hills.
Okay, second question. Janelle, the Westlea Sports Facilities, I'm aware that Matt Keane got some funding to buy that land from the Water Board many years ago, and also funding was raised to develop them as sporting fields and a mountain bike track. I'm also aware that relatively recently the Minns Labor government has attempted to claw back, I think it's $36 million in relation to those facilities. I have been at some of the discussions at Hornsby Council and seen you as a supporter of the Westlea facilities, but you're also a member of the Labor Party, and it's the Minns Labor government that is clawing back those funds. Can you comment on Westlea and also the Minns funding, etc.?
I can tell you that I remain as committed as ever to Westlea Park development. It's very important for our community. It's important for our sporting community. It's important for our local residents. It's important that it provides both passive and active recreation space. It provides and will provide a home for a number of sporting groups, a space for our mountain bikers, a place for our local residents to be able to wander around some spectacularly beautiful parts of Westlea. And possibly most importantly, it provides emergency egress for residents of Westlea should the terrible bushfire that we hope will never happen, happens. And that's
I've been to
critically
a talk by the bushfire
important.
people, and it's important.
It's really important. And so I think that for all of those reasons, it makes it very important that we remain committed to that process. We've undertaken a massive master plan that in reality should have been done before the money was ever given to us. Yeah. We should have had a shovel-ready project, and under those conditions, that's how the money should have been delivered, and that would have meant we would have been ready to go. The bulldozers would have been there, and we could have started delivery of that project in a staged way. It's an expensive project, and we've done some, I believe, really good work in talking not only with sporting groups but with local residents, with our neighbours, with the Aboriginal community to talk about that space. And I'll be fighting to continue to receive that money. We haven't lost it yet.
Right.
So let's make sure that we can retain it. And if we can't retain it under the current situation, let's have a plan B. Because there are federal and state funds that are available for developments just like this. Yeah. And we are ready, because we are now shovel ready.
And a third question. I think you've been a B Ward councillor for 3 terms now. What would you see as your major achievements in those past terms, and what would you like to see as your legacy at the end of this next term as a B Ward councillor?
Well, luckily for me, I've been both an A Ward councillor and a B Ward councillor.
Okay.
So I have that experience of the 2 wards. I would like to see remembrance of me, if that's the way we can describe it, a legacy, as engagement with the community, because I think that's really important. And I think you look across a whole range of issues, whether it's urban infrastructure, whether it's playgrounds, street libraries, library funding, community development, planning, heritage, sport, culture, all of those things. I've put some energy and effort into having policy development. I spent a lot of energy on sustainability. The community's telling me how important recycling and waste and sustainability is. So I've got initiatives there across the line on all of those things.
Okay.
I've been able to work collaboratively with my fellow councillors to get some things across the line, because in local government there's 10 of us. It's not like Parliament.
And they have said that, actually.
You know, it's about working collaboratively. And if you can't work collaboratively with your fellow councillors, then you're no place. And at the moment, I'm the only Labor voice on council. But I've been able to have my voice heard. And my voice being heard, for me, means the community coming to the table. And I'm trying to make sure that the community is involved in all of the decisions that we make.